Hello! We're talking about New York, the Big Apple, the big city of dreams. For a lot of people, their first experience with New York is Penn Station, which is actually kind of a toilet. In the Grand Hall, there's tons of people everywhere. It's crowded, it's smelly, people are staring at the big board in the middle to find out when their Amtrak train's going to get there. When they finally announce what track it's on, everybody rushes and pushes and shoves to get in line. But here's a better way. This is a rough map of what Penn Station looks like. You see the tracks on either side, the escalators coming down from 8th Avenue. There's the big board in the middle, and of course, all the people standing around staring at it when they're not going to TGI Fridays or using the restroom. And here's how you can do better than all them. Over by the escalators, you'll see these little kiosks with these old school monitors on them. This is your secret weapon for beating Penn Station. And here's why. Instead of staring at the big board, go look for those monitors. Here's what you'll see. Check this out. Amtrak 2172 arriving on track 10. Look at the timestamp. It's 7:06 p.m. You see that? You say, all right, I know I'm going to track 10. Let me go get in line. You mosey on over, and you're set. Nice and calm, no pushing, no shoving. Everybody else is still staring at the big board. Doesn't say what track it is. It says it's standby, but it's 7:09 and there's still no track number. They're all still waiting. Look at that. Hey, it's on track 10. 2172. At 7:10, a full 4 minutes after you've already gotten in line, all the dummies come rushing, pushing and shoving. And while they're tripping over people's rollerboards and pulling up their tickets on their smartphone, you're sitting in your seat thinking about the bottle of wine from the cafe car. And here's a bonus tip for you. Try to enter Penn Station from the 8th Avenue side. Those escalators take you right down to the Amtrak section. You don't have to come off 7th Avenue and deal with Madison Square Garden and all the people in the taxi lines and all the shops. And if you're coming up from the south and it's your first time going to New York, know that the station right before New York Penn Station is Newark Penn Station. Don't get off there or you'll be in New Jersey. Thanks for watching, and let us know in the comments if these tips have helped you navigate Penn Station.
You know what time it is?
Trinket Goblin here, standing in front of Madison Square Garden, just relaxing after a long day in the city. We've been uptown, we've been downtown, we've seen everything in between. Lots of cool sights, lots of stuff to see here. If you ever get a chance to get out here to New York, to Manhattan, I recommend it. Check it out. And this is what it looks like about 6 o'clock at night. People everywhere. That's the Hotel Pennsylvania. Looks like a pretty nice place. Pretty big. Got the good hot dog spot over there, you can see. I'll zoom in on that. Nathan's Hot Dogs. It's good stuff there. And behind me, Madison Square Garden. Famous place. Anybody's ever played here. Famous musicians, sports teams. All in all, it's been a good day. If you get a chance to come out here, I recommend it. Trinket Goblin, see ya.
November 27, 1910, was a day New Yorkers had been anticipating for nearly a decade. Pennsylvania Station, a monumental train terminal in the heart of Manhattan, finally opened to the public. The excitement was palpable.
There were throngs of people in the station that day. It was as if someone took them to ancient Rome and ancient Greece. I mean, they'd never seen anything like that.
Covering nearly 8 acres, The building was the fourth largest in the world. The main waiting room, which extended the length of 2 city blocks and rose 150 feet high, was comparable to the nave at St. Peter's in Rome, in both size and splendor. A French visitor openly sobbed, noted a reporter, because such a beautiful affair was just a railway station. Perched above the crowd was a statue of the man who had died bringing the station to life. Alexander Cassatt, president of the Pennsylvania Railroad, had defied legions of skeptics and gambled millions of dollars to link the nation's biggest railroad to America's greatest city. It was a rare example of a private investment that would clearly benefit the public.
Cassatt believed that he was performing a valuable service not only for his company, but a valuable service for the country.
The unveiling of the station represented the culmination of an unprecedented engineering project, the building of 16 miles of underground tunnels. 7 miles were under the Hudson and East Rivers, 2 of the busiest and most geologically complex waterways in the world.
When the Pennsylvania Railroad undertakes to build tunnels where nobody thought tunnels could be built, it's almost as though they're going to go to the moon.
The scale of this was pharaonic. It was huge. It was the biggest civil engineering project of its time.
Pennsylvania Station is one of the greatest symbols of monumental public space that any American city has ever had. It ennobles the acts of daily life. It makes every citizen feel important.
We were poor, we didn't have very much. My aunt said to me, when I walked into Penn Station, I felt like a queen, because I felt as if someone had done that for me.
As 100,000 people streamed through its doors on opening day, a half-dozen granite eagles peered down on each entrance.
The eagles represented the Caesars when they conquered new territory. So here, Alexander Cassatt finally conquered New York, and he'd surround his station with eagles.
Yet what no one that day could know was that Penn Station, built for the ages, would last only a few decades. In July 1901, Alexander Cassatt and his family began the first leg of their journey to Europe by boarding a train in Philadelphia bound for New York. As happened every time he traveled to the city, Cassatt's train abruptly ground to a halt in New Jersey on the western shore of the Hudson River. There was no way across by train, an increasingly frustrating situation for the president of the nation's largest railroad.
Alexander Cassatt gets off into just total chaos. And what he and thousands of people are going to are ferries.
Every 10 minutes, a Pennsylvania Railroad ferry headed across the Hudson River, threading a gauntlet of ocean-going ships, ferries operated by other railroads, tugs, lighters, car floats of one sort or another. The congestion of watercraft on the Hudson River was becoming intolerable.
By the turn of the 20th century, New York had emerged as the nation's preeminent metropolis, rivaling the great cities of the world. Still, the Pennsylvania Railroad, which controlled over 10,000 miles of track extending through the American heartland, had no direct access into Manhattan.
For Cassatt, it was a matter of image and pride. New York City was not just the largest city in the country, it was the nation's commercial hub. And for the Pennsylvania Railroad to get so close, just 1 mile short of Manhattan, was to him unthinkable.
As Cassatt looked across the Hudson, he was reminded of his recent failure to solve his company's 30-year problem. A plan for a bridge across the river had fallen through, when a consortium of competing rail lines balked at sharing the cost of the $100 million project. Cassatt realized if he wanted to get his line into New York, he would have to do it alone.
As Cassatt heads over to France, he's really, really disappointed. This whole plan has fallen apart, and they really have no fallback plan.
The Cassatts started their annual European holiday in London, then headed to Paris, where they visited Alexander's younger sister, Mary, who had built a reputation as an impressionist painter. While in Paris, Cassatt received a cable from his vice president, Samuel Ray, who urged him to investigate the new Paris train station, Gare d'Orsay. The celebrated train terminal had been completed for the Paris Exposition of 1900. The Gare d'Orsay's Beaux-Arts architecture impressed Cassatt. Even more stunning was the station's innovative use of electric traction and tunnels.
Cassatt is an engineer. He knows everything inside out about railroads. And he spends 3 days inspecting every aspect of these trains, the tunnels, the whole system.
What caught Cassatt's attention was that trains got there through a long tunnel, a tunnel that was smoke-free because those trains were pulled by electric locomotives.
Unlike coal-burning locomotives, electric trains did not run the risk of asphyxiating their crew and passengers while passing through long tunnels. Up to this point, they'd primarily been used for lighter trolleys. Now, Cassatt watched powerful electric locomotives pulled 300-ton passenger cars through a mile-long tunnel running along the River Seine to platforms below the station.
It was the idea of going electric, I think, that really brought all this together for Cassatt.
Cassatt envisioned his own electric trains, gliding through tunnels under the Hudson River into Manhattan. He cabled Ray that he believed this might be the solution.
So today is Christmas Eve. I'm not really religious in any way, so Christmas to me has never really had any religious meaning. But you know, I like to get festive sometimes, and you know, to me, Christmas is all about getting together, spending time with friends and family, and just time to kind of reflect on the rest of the year. So living in Japan last year, I did feel the festivity still. I was like, yay, Christmas, woo! But I think now the kind of Japanese non-festivity has kind of got to me. So today is Christmas Eve, and I don't know, there's like no festivity going on. I'm not all like, I don't feel the urge that I have to listen to Christmas songs or something. Even though, like, obviously, Christmas is tomorrow. I'm drinking French milk tea. I guess that's kind of festive. I'm mainly just doing it so that my hands stay warm. Yeah, I don't know. It's just, I mean, it's kind of an odd thing, really, that, you know, in Japan, you know, the festivity is a lot different here as to what it is in England or where, you know, the area of England that I was from. I mean, there are decorations. People do send cards and, you know, give and receive presents and things. But it's just kind of a different atmosphere. In Japan, it's more of a couples-based holiday. So pretty much everywhere you look, there are couples everywhere. And everything is kind of aimed towards couples. So if you're not in one, then, you know, it's not as family-orientated as what it is in England. But yes, I guess I just want to give a brief description of Christmas in Japan. It is festive. It is rather jolly at times. You do get the Christmas music that is played repetitively. You do get the sparklies. There's a lot of sparklies in Japan. A lot of sparklies. And over here they have some fake snow, which is quite cool. Huh, that's interesting. Okay, yeah, so I guess I'll wish you all a very Merry Christmas, a happy Yuletide, happy holidays, and like I keep saying, happy holidays. Yeah, this has been a pretty awesome year of like awesome times, bad times, smashing times, and just overall 2012 is coming to an end. Bring on 2013. So, happy holidays. I will film some Christmassy things for you. And now I'm going to walk on this snow, as you can see. They have fake snow here. This is really cool. Okay, I'm going to properly film this and film it the other way so you can see it. Okay, so this is outside Burton. It's ice. It's like full-on ice. I kind of want to get up on here and make a snow angel. I'm just going to get a foot imprint or something. It's a very good marketing device.
We want you to save a day for you to get away now. If you don't care about what I say, then you gotta think about the time. Then you gotta think about the time.
So I've just come to the top of a building in Harajuku. I'm sorry, I have no idea. All the shopping malls look the same here. So there's like this decking area that's outside, and it's like they've made it all Disney themed. I think they did something similar last year. You can see there's a giant like Mickey wreath, shaped wreath, and there are like different Disney characters all decorating the area. It's actually really cool because I mean you can see like all above Tokyo as well, and it's rather pretty. Yeah, here's a better view. Yeah, it's all made from like pine cones. So go have a look at over the city, shall we? Yep. I have no idea what this building is called, but yeah, it's next to Lafayette, the famous, yeah, so you can see like, it's Harajuku down there. It's rather pretty. Yeah, it's actually a really nice day today as well. Usually, you know, you associate Christmas with snow, but it's bright blue skies today. Here in Tokyo. As a tradition. Yeah, so this is quite relaxing. Just gonna take another look at what is surrounding the area without falling to my death. Okay, this one I like. There's Maleficent at the top, and she's obviously the badass of everything. Also Stitch on this one. Mickey. Burp. Disney is taking over Christmas, it seems. Or just taking over Tokyo completely.
Sit down. Sit down. こっち向いて。こっちよ。チビ。
I was on search for a candy cane. I got ticked off. Like, I went to the Meiji Shrine and they had some poles that looked like candy canes. So I was like, I wonder if they sell candy canes in Japan. I haven't seen any. So there's an amazing place called the Candy Artisan where they make like different candies from scratch. And they made candy canes. This is apple flavored, so I'm gonna try it now. Oh my god, that's actually okay, that actually tastes like apple. Usually when you have like things that taste like apple, they do not taste like apple. So, okay, that's actually really good. I'm glad. It's obviously a lot more expensive than what I wanted to pay for a candy cane, but actually smells really good as well. Okay. Oh. So, cheers, kanpai. This is where my ratings go up, aren't they? So I'm back in my toasty abode, and of course it wouldn't be Christmas without Mountain Dew, yeah! I mean, look at it. The can itself is Christmas. It's green and red. I mean, of course I've got to drink it, because it's Christmas colours, right? So yeah, in that case, happy holidays, motherfuckers.
Well, nothing beats a good deal.
And Way 31 is committed to helping you find some of the best deals around. Today we kicked off a new feature on our website called Way 31 Discount Deals. Each Wednesday you'll find a half-price deal featured on WayTV.com. This week's featured business is Surrey of Madison.
The Thai restaurant on Highway 72 is offering a $20 meal for just $10, but you have to go to WayTV.com to get the deal.
Yeah.
Yeah, put it wide, Paul.
I'm out of time. I give too much, and still the ground it keeps on falling away. Give me something to say to make you believe that it's real. Just let me know how you feel. This feeling I have is for real. Just let me know how you feel. I've seen the signs, and I know I've read them well. It's on my mind, this blind love kiss and tell. It keeps me falling away. Oh, give me something to say to make you believe that it's real. Just let me know how you feel. This feeling I have is it's for real. Just let me know how you feel. I've never felt closer to a girl before, but I can't take the way she treats me anymore. I keep trying to tell her about the way I feel, but it keeps on falling away. Oh, give me something to say to make you believe that it's real. Just let me know how you feel. This feeling I have is it's for real. Just let me know how you feel. Just let me know how you feel. Just let me know how you feel. Where in the world could I find another girl? A purple heart to tear my world apart. I'm out of touch, and I know I'm out of time. I give too much, and still the ground it keeps on falling away. Yeah, yeah.
Now, the latest from Channel 13 Eyewitness News.
Good evening. I'm Megan Wrench with the latest headlines from Eyewitness News. We're following a developing story, a political shakeup. House Democrats emerged from a meeting in West Lafayette to announce they voted out Minority Leader Pat Bauer. Bauer spent the past several weeks fighting to keep his job, but in the end, 23 of the 40 House Democrats voted to remove him. Linda Lawson, a Democrat representing Northwest Indiana, will serve as interim minority leader until the November elections. We're getting a clearer picture of the drought's impact on Indiana. Exceptional drought conditions, meaning the worst of the worst is closing in on the Indianapolis area. Morgan County was added Thursday to the exceptional category, according to Morgan County was added Thursday to the exceptional category, according to an updated federal map. 1/5 of our state is in the grips of exceptional drought. With schools opening in just a couple of weeks, state health and child care agencies are campaigning to get children enrolled for free health insurance and care. 90,000 children are uninsured, and the majority of them qualify for state health coverage, but are not enrolled. In addition to the health care coverage, there are numerous clinics and other opportunities to receive free or low-cost services. For more information, go to WTHR.com and look under Hot Topics. And make sure you watch Channel 13 this weekend. We'll have special race coverage during an hour-long newscast Saturday at 6 p.m. Then we'll help you get ready for the Brickyard 400 Sunday morning on Eyewitness News Weekend Sunrise. Our coverage begins at 5 a.m., including up-to-the-minute weather reports. Then we'll introduce to you the race winner during an hour-long newscast Sunday at 6 p.m. Those are the latest headlines from Eyewitness News. Stay tuned for more news later, right here.
We've had a overwhelming wave of I can't do this.
Philanthropy to the west, yes.
Philanthropy to the west, coming into an area where the beauty was high, but then the philanthropy got lower as we moved out into the western regions.
Yes, except for that was backwards, because as we went further east, the philanthropy went higher. And
that's true.
Wow.
So we get a job or what?
Oh,
we should have banter.
Yes.
Can we do a little bit of banter, Dan?
I think we should do some banter.
Okay, we're gonna do some
What do you think about banter?
I think it's pretty good.
Yes.
I'm glad you. We should do a hateful stare now.
Hateful stare.
Okay, just wait. Hold the hateful stare.
At the camera or at each other?
At each other. That's nice.
All right, we've
Very
wasted
nice.
more than enough time with everybody.
here for you.
You may very well be wondering, does this guy have any skills? The anchor must be prepared to deliver the big stories of the day authoritatively. Central New York has been pounded with snow relentlessly over the last 2 weeks. Scientists now predict that within 7 months, a new polar ice cap will form over the region, thereby reversing global warming. When reached for comment, former VP Al Gore issued this statement. Guess I was wrong. What edition of Today be complete without featuring a celebrity interview? Advanced preparation is key. Ladies and gentlemen, the show is 30 Rock on NBC. It's a show about a late-night comedy show. Tina Fey, tell us, how in the world did you come up with such an idea? A show about a late-night comedy show.
You know, Rick, it just came to me in the shower one day.
In the shower.
Crazy.
That's fantastic. My name is Rick Arnay. When I saw the announcement on Today about the guest anchor contest, I knew it was something that was definitely for me. Let me tell you why. My parents were immigrants to the U.S., and like many new Americans, they struggled to learn English. They found that one good way to learn proper English was to listen to the well-practiced newscasters of television. Then I came along, and my parents, in their wisdom, also made sure I had plenty of time in front of these unpaid tutors of speech and diction. But what they didn't know was that this early exposure to Today would plant a seed in their young son, creating within him a very strong desire to one day become an anchorman himself. My wife and kids think I'm crazy, but I don't care. So Meredith, Matt, Alan, Ann, and all you viewers at home, why not give the kid a chance and choose me, Rick Arnay, for Today guest anchor on NBC?
Dad, you rocked it.
Hi, my name is Carla Shaw. You can stop at 5 or 6 stores or just one. I don't need friends, they disappoint me.
Hi, I'm Todd LaRue. You could stop at 5 or 6 stores, or just one. I feel like a deer in the headlights of love.
Honey, you've got a big storm coming. You could stop at 5 or 6 stores, or just one.
You could stop at 5 or 6 stores, or just one. Can I ask you kind of a weird question?
You could stop at 5 or 6 stores, or just one. I am the queen of the universe. The waves part, and they engulf me, and the water is warm.
Or just one. I can see the Statue of Liberty from here.
You could stop at 5 or 6 stores or just one. I can't stand it when she touches me.
People say that time heals all wounds.
Shut up. Just shut up. Don't say a word. I heard enough from you last night to last me a lifetime. I'm about to walk out that door and explain to that man out there why I don't have a home no more.
Hi, my name is Beanie DeAndrade. You could stop at 5 or 6 stores, or just one. I'm not as desperate as I thought I was. Michael is trying and failing in a big way.
I saved your life. Now you're mine for life. Aww. Darling.
My wife has been talking about taking a vacation to Hawaii next year. I know Worldwide goes there, so I guess I'll give them a call. I mean, why not?
When I was a child, my auntie used to come to stay with us. We were a trifle wild. Our spirits had just run away with us.
Hi, I'm Corvette Williams. Or just one.
You could stop at 5 or 6 stores, or just one. Of course I'm not in love with him. He's just a convenience.
He's inside the closet. I had him stuffed.
You could stop at 5 or 6 stores, or just one. Look, if we don't leave now, we'll miss the train.
And by the way, the next time I send an audience research report around, you all better read it, or I will sack the fucking lot of you. Is that clear?
Hi, I'm Melody Yancey. You could stop at 5 or 6 stores, or just one. I want them, and I know you can't keep them forever.
You can stop at 5 or 6 stores, or just one. That always puts the fear of God in me.
Richard Forkin. You could stop at just one. That's your affair. A bum. That's what he is. A bum.
And someone got up there and said, blah, 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 blah. Well, I'm saying it all wrong, but basically, he said, come on, guys. Let's show the world that Laramie is not this kind of a town.
Oh, damn. It's nothing. It's stupid. You know those black shoes? I told you it was stupid. I bought this black dress to go with those black shoes, which I forgot to pack. I have 6 other pair of shoes, 2 of which are running shoes in case you're up for a little game later. And now I'm doubly screwed because I have 2 black dresses and no black shoes. I know what you're thinking. Who cares what color shoes she's wearing? But believe me, women notice.
Joe Banks, 82 years young, has come to this pond for the last 17 years to feed the ducks. But last month, Joe made a discovery. The ducks were gone.
What did you think I was going to say? I mean, what did you think I was going to say?
Hi, I'm Marilyn Hughes. Put brass tacks on your shoes and know where to kick. I was raised a girl gets married young. I didn't get married till I was 28. I met a man, I loved him, he asked me to have a baby, and then I said no. Then he got hit by a bus.
Hi, my name is Danny Rockman. You could stop at 5 or 6 stores, or just one. I'm not in love with you. I can't pretend that I am.
That was when we were younger, John. We're not young anymore. You used to be funny.
Some say the ducks went to Canada. Others say Toronto.
Hi, I'm Francis Weibel.
The man was a fool, but don't make a murderer out of him.
Oh, God. I want to die. I want to die.
And some people think Joe used to sit down over there near those ducks. But it could be that there's just no room in this modern world.
Boom. You tapped that ass, didn't you? Tell the truth. You tapped that ass, you put it in the back seat, bam, cold X.
I try to listen to a lot of the radio stations. It's amazing how many KISS or V103 stations there are. Jesus! It's like dope, like soap on a rope. You know this is true. E blue, L-O-V-E, psst. Other guys are just feed your lines, but I'll take you to Mickey D's.
Hi, I'm Michael Shanafelt. You can stop at 5 or 6 stores, or just one. They called him the Sandman because he likes to put people to sleep.
Hi, my name is Billy Smith. What you want? We hear the police have orders to shoot long-haired niggas first.
For an old man and his ducks.
Hi, my name is Carla Shaw. They disappoint me.
Or just one.
Hi, I'm Ed.
I am the queen of the universe. The waves part, and they engulf me, and the water is warm.
People say that time our spirits had just run away with us.
Or just one.
He's just a convenience.
He's inside the closet.
I'm Melody Yancey. You could stop at 5 or 6 stores, or just one. I want them, and I know you can't keep them forever.
A bum. That's what he is. A bum.
Oh, damn. I forgot to pack. I have 6 other pair of shoes, 2 of which are running shoes in case you're up for a little game later. Women notice.
But last month, Joe made a decision.
What did you think I was going to say? I mean, what did you think I was going to say?
Now you're mine for life.
Aw.
Darling.
You can stop at 5 or 6 stores, or just one. That always puts the fear of God in me.
Richard Forkin. You could stop at just one.
I'm not in love with you. I can't pretend
to be funny.
Some say the ducks went to Canada.
I'm not as desperate as I thought I was. Michael is trying and failing in a big way. I saved your life.
Near
You tapped that ass, didn't you?
How many KISS or V103 stations there are? Jesus! It's like dope. Soap on a rope. You know this is true. He blew. Other guys are just feed your lines. But I'll take you to Mickey D's.
We hear the police have orders to shoot long-haired niggas first.
Here's something humorous about myself.
I'm a big Visitors fan. Especially.
In fact, you're gonna have to work really hard to stay alive, Nick. Do you understand what I'm saying? Because if you don't, I'm gonna kill you.
Hi, I'm Dan Ochoa.
My wife's talking about taking a vacation to Hawaii.
No. No, I don't do that.
Oh, come on. It'll be fine.
No, you start your own little tribe.
What about my life?
To me, that you can't get your life together.
All I ever wanted was to be friendly.
I'll give you $10 million.
Lily DeShay did never design a
friendly.
I'll give you $10 million.
Lily DeShay did never design a bathrobe in her life. Someone obviously cut the label out of one of her hats and sewn it into that robe.
Look, I do want to see you.
We were meditating one day. Well, he was. I couldn't get into it, so I was just sort of pretending. That's another thing. I used to wonder if he knew I was pretending because...
I'll tell you exactly what it is.
I know what you're thinking. You're going, Natalie from Long Island. What are you doing with Ludwig? Well, 3 years ago, I hit bottom.
I didn't just splatter paint. I was my paint.
Ducks.
go to New York. We go to New York!
Накрутили кучері дівчата. Накрутили кучері дівчата. Накрутили кучері дівчата. Крутили кучері дівчата.
When does a dream become a nightmare? When do we do what must be done? When do we stand and face the future? When there is nowhere left to run? You got to learn just how to survive. You got to learn how to keep your dream alive. Take a look at my face. I am the future. How do you like what you see? Take a look at my face. I belong to the future. And you belong to me. When does a dream become a nightmare? When do we learn to live with fear? When we cry out for some salvation, why is it no one seems to hear? You got to learn. It's up to you. If you can learn that the dream just might come true.
I'll bet I know who you are. You're Goldstein's replacement. I'm Terry Corrigan, biology.
Andy Norris, music. What's the gun for?
Where have you been teaching lately?
Lately, nowhere.
It figures.
Take a look at my face. I belong to the future. The world belongs to me.
Let me guide you in.
Take a look at my face. I am the future. Now, how do you like what you say? Take a look at my face. I belong to the future. And the world, it belongs to me. It belongs to me.
To the right. Come on. Come on. Yeah, I know. Come on.
I was picking on the brothers, man. Oh, look at this kid.
Is that really necessary?
It is if you want to survive. Do you know any moves?
Moves? What do you mean, moves?
Jiu-jitsu, boxing, karate.
No. I'd swing a nasty baton.
That's good.
You kiss my ass, Jack. Hey! Hey, guard. That kid in the brown shirt has a straight razor.
It's too late now.
Oh, baby.
Did you see that?
If you want to survive around here, you have got to learn to look the other way.
Well, they were passing a straight razor.
No shit.
Who? Which one? Where?
Everyone around here carries something, so one razor, more or less, isn't going to make a damn bit of difference. Please listen to what I have to say.
Surveillance is the name of the game around here, Mr. Norris. You wouldn't believe the things they do to this building whenever we aren't watching. Paint on the walls, they piss in the corridors, they steal anything that isn't bolted down. Never leave your classroom unlocked, Mr. Norris, not even for a minute.
Yes, sir. Sir, now about my classes.
There. Come here. 2 of them smoking marijuana. Security?
Yes.
2 dope smokers and 1 west.
On my way.
Where was I?
My classes.
You have 4 classes a day. Mr. Goldstein's files are available if you need background in anything.
Okay, thank you, sir.
You'll be assigned to corridor and washroom patrol in your free hours.
Isn't that what the security guards are for?
They're already using teacher salaries, Mr. Norris. We're spread thin at both ends.
Yeah, well, I understand, sir, but I mean, I'd like to believe that I'm here to teach. I need those free periods to do my work.
You're not in Nebraska anymore, Mr. Norris. Here at Lincoln High, the teaching is something you do in spite of everything else. Do you understand?
No, sir.
You will, before long.
Get in. Come on, we're all here. Ow, look at my...
All right, everybody, settle down. Would you sit down, please? More? Teacher.
Hi,
Hi.
I'm Deneen.
I'm Mr. Norris.
Hi. I just thought that I should tell you that those guys don't belong in here.
You mean they're not in this class?
No. These creeps are in a class by themselves.
Are you in this class?
No.
You want to get out then, please?
No.
I'd give him a week.
My name is Mr. Norris. I'm taking over for Mr. Goldstein. And when I call your name, please answer here.
If I'm not here, do I answer not here?
Abrams?
Not here.
Aladopoulos?
Oh, no, not here.
What is your name, please?
Dude, no.
No, he doesn't hit too good.
You jerks don't belong here.
You shut your hole, you little dyke!
You don't scare me, freako.
Cool it. What is your name, since you seem to be in charge of this group?
My Namen ich bin Stegman. Pizza.
Okay, you're okay. The others, I would guess, belong somewhere else.
They stay with me.
Me. Do, re, mi, fa, sol. Me. Do, re, mi, fa, sol.
Oh, just leaving. Not here. Bye-bye. I'll see you later, huh?
Are you supposed to be in here? What's your name?
Elizabeth Taylor. Mwah.
Face the music, teacher.
Wait a minute. You're in this class. Sit down.
Sit on this, motherfucker.
What's the matter with you?
What's the matter with you? What's the matter with me? What's the matter with matter?
Boy, I sure made a big hit with them, huh? get to know each other. Tell me your names and the instruments you're playing.
Burley, clarinet. Michelle, flute.
Summers, man, tuba.
If you don't know that's a trumpet, we're all in big trouble.
Trumpet, man, they've been lying to me all these years.
Deneen, I know.
Clarinet, bassoon, and oboe. And I orchestrate.
Anything you don't do?
Yeah, she don't put out. But she conducts a class.
Did you conduct this class?
Shit, we learn more from her than we ever did from old Bad Breath Goldstein.
Okay, I'll get the rest of your names later. Right now, let's hear how you sound together. What's the music on your stand? Somebody got another copy of the score?
We don't need conducting. We've been practicing by ourselves.
Go ahead.
Okay. 1, 2, 3.
Shit's come down, children. We were making $4,000 a week until Juju got into our playpen, and now we're down to 2. That's kind of pathetic.
Fix it!
Oh, yeah, well, we better fix it. Otherwise, Stegman's gonna find himself some bigger, badder boys.
Hey, this stuff will get you high and fly without no wings. You're talking to the medicine man. This is it right here.
Oh, Lester. Got something in there for us, Lester? Say, what's this?
Deal and feel.
Take him.
Hey, give it a hey. What's happening?
I got it. Talk to you later.
Hey, don't mess with me, man, or Juju's gonna bust your ass.
Just boy, what do you want? Smell good, man. Look at this. Had it with you, Leroy. I mean, enough is enough.
Hey, man, listen, I didn't do nothing, man.
What the fuck? Think I was born yesterday?
Hey, man, what's going on here?
Get out!
We're the only niggas that sell shit in this school.
Juju just told me to go up there, man. I just told him that I'm...
Look, you tell Juju if he wants to play, to meet us after school. Got that? Negro. The chain.
What do you think of our dynamite faculty?
See that one over there on the phone? That's the Virgin Queen. Now, who the hell is that guy? He looks like Charles Manson. Yeah, maybe he busted loose, huh? Let me ask you something. What happened to the teacher I replaced, Goldstein? They say he had an accident. They say he fell down the stairs. Morgenthau says that he will be back. Yeah, but old teachers, like old athletes, they never come back. He's not here. Yeah, let me ask you something. Yeah, how are your classes going? Have you discovered any hidden pools of genius there?